Hey everyone, today we got an updated Tarkin Yellow deck. Tarkin was one of the less played leaders in set 1, but I think is actually going to be really strong in set 2. Tarkin was mostly paired with red in set 1, but I think yellow was a little better, but both versions had a tough time against control and had a pretty close aggro matchup. But with some good additions from set 2, I think that is definitely not the case now. One thing you're going to notice in my list is the lack of super laser tech. The reason for this is in my testing, it just didn't synergize with what I was going for. I wanted the deck to be as low to the ground as possible, and the ramp just doesn't really do much for us because of our low curve. Ramping into Tarkin is not that powerful. Darth Vader isn't what you want to be doing until later in the game, he's more just a top end. And if you wanted, you could replace the Vanguard or another unit for them if you feel they're better, but with my testing, I just found that they weren't overly necessary. A unit in this deck I want to talk about that I think is going to be very important in set 2 is Rook. The reason for this is Crate Dragon is a super powerful card, and I think every deck is going to want to have an answer to it or be fast enough to take out your opponent before they get to it, and in our deck it's Rook. He's a super easy way to take out the Crate Dragon. He's also an Imperial, so he just works great with the deck. So we have 5 new cards that we added to the deck. The first is Outland TIE Vanguard, which not only gives us more space units, but also synergizes with most of the deck and even our sideboard. But also with the new best card for this deck, Lurking TIE Phantom. This is going to be a great card against most decks, especially control, but can also help you win against aggro. Its biggest weakness is its stats, because it can be taken out by enemy units or cards like Make an Opening or Luke Skywalker's ability. But in Tarkin, you can give it experience to get it out of those ranges, which makes it really hard to deal with, and I think this is the best deck for it. It's also great against a lot of leader abilities like Jabba the Hutt, Emperor Palpatine, and Cad Bane, because it doesn't take damage from enemy abilities, so you can't be damaged by Emperor Palpatine, you can't be captured by Jabba the Hutt's ability, and with Cad Bane, you can choose to deal damage to that unit to negate Cad Bane's annoying passive damage. Then we have the Phase 3 Dark Trooper, which is just a straight upgrade to the Cell Block Guard, and Incinerator Trooper, which can be a menace to enemy ground units, possibly taking them out for free, and being a solid first turn play. And our last new card is Crosshair, who acts as a threat and removal in just one unit, which can be pretty powerful and makes your opponent have to keep that in mind, as if he's left alone, he can get out of hand pretty quickly. All these new units are powerful, but with Tarkin as your leader, you are able to get the max value out of them. The deck is also pretty budget if you remove the Darth Vaders, as most of the deck is pretty easy to come by if you purchased both of the starter decks from set 1 and set 2, so for replacements for Darth Vader, there isn't a card that is going to do the exact same thing, which is ambush and get a unit into play. But some options that are still powerful and much cheaper would be Darth Maul or Mercenary Company, which neither of these units put another unit into play, but you still get the ambush factor. And Darth Maul having 7 attack can actually feel better at times than Darth Vader. And Mercenary Company will just be a super easy card to get if you don't have Darth Maul or Darth Vader. The sideboard is pretty straightforward. We got Bazine for mid-range and control, and can even come in against aggro decks to get rid of ships, so that your phantoms can kind of take over the game. We have Grand Moff Tarkin, the unit, which is just there for card advantage to help you find mostly your lurking phantoms, honestly, and Star Vipers for restore, and they also work really well with Vanguard, where you can put a counter on it to make it a 4/4, which is pretty powerful. And then we have Kamara, which is just a big ship, and this slot is definitely a flex slot, and you can change this to whatever you want, but I just like having a big ship, and it's kind of just a pet card of mine. So that's the deck. Let's get into some games, see how it goes. We're taking on Han Yellow. Cool. Han is definitely going to be a lot better in set 2. With all the smuggle, it's made for him. So, this hand is fine. We will keep this, so I'm not going to mulligan, but it's where we're going to lead. It's probably just a Incinerator Trooper. The scary thing about playing Han here is the fact that our TIE fighters are less good because of the Falcons. So we're going to be relying a lot more on spreading into space and ground rather than just taking over one, I think. So yeah, one Yularen. I do like Rook, but are we really going to be getting to him on time? So right now, this is our first turn. Alright, yeah. We'll just give it a rook for now. It's not red, so there's no crate dragon, so it's not 100% necessary. Alright, we'll just start with Incinerator Trooper. If he wants to trade off there, he can. Or we can claim. Or not. Not sure what happened there. So Viper, 7th Fleet. We'll put back Yularen. It'd only be 1 healing. Our hand is all yellow and black cards. We're gonna spin the wheel with Greedo. See if they get a non-unit if they want to. They don't spin it. We'll play 7th Fleet. Take the 2, claim the initiative. Now, in my original list, Viper Pro Droid was Snow Trooper Lieutenant. It is bugged at the moment of recording this on Carabas, so I put in Viper Pro Droid. Either are good, but there are a lot of situations like now where having Snow Lieutenant would be better. Okay, so we got another Rook. So now we'll put back the Viper. We're just going to take this out. So reduces damage. It draws us a card. Gives us more options. It does allow them to take out our Snow Trooper Lieutenant for free. Which they don't. Interesting. So because they led into the ground area now we are going to play our Lurking TIE Phantom. Okay. Now they named Lurking TIE, so now we're not. Instead, we're going to tap him down, put a shield there, give him an experience, and we'll pass. Okay, so this game we drew all 3 of the Rook, which is crazy. So we'll just put another one of them in our resources. Sadly, in this deck, we have no way to get things back from our resources, so there's not really any smuggle in this deck. So we're going to 5. So this turn, since we can't play Lurking TIE, this is just a Rook plus Tarkin turn, I believe. Right? He comes in shielded, which is nice. Yeah, let's get rid of one of them. Viper Pro Droid could be useful. Ooh. So in this case, we'll just start by hitting him for 3. They're going to hit us. We're going to hit him back. It's all no sense getting our shield off there. Then we're going to play Rook. And from here, so we're going to bring out Tarkin this turn for sure. I think there's no reason not to. For putting the experience on... So hit there, we'll put that on here. Just to make him more of a threat. We'll claim. Ooh, nice. So I assume they're picking me for that? Yeah, with the Rook. That was a good play. We're going to keep both Vaders here. So they actually have a really aggressive start here. I guess we're going to start by taking out Bodhi for free. Stopping our Lurking TIE really stopped our output of damage there, so. Han is so good when they get the right cards, when they can ramp in. I think the new cards that get added made it so much better. Huh? Did you just revert the turn? Confused? Maybe got rid of the wrong resource? No, it looks like the same. Ooh. All the cards. I mean, we'll put 2 damage in here. We'll put another experience there. It makes it hard. Now we can't attack in for free, but whatever. Alright, we'll claim. Put this back. So this is looking rough for us, honestly. They've done a lot of damage. This really stopped us in the way our hand worked out. That shield on like Bodhi Rook for that turn, wow, that gave us 5 damage. We couldn't trade profitably. So, okay, we'll start by just trading there. Try to limit the damage we're going to take. We could have started with, so it depends what if they play a card. Okay, they didn't. So we will ambush. Hopefully we get, okay, perfect. So we'll get a sentinel. We will ambush. We'll take out. They just, oh, they put a shield there. Okay. So we'll put a counter there. Make it harder for him to get through. So. Pass. Okay, now we got overwhelming barrage. That's great. We're gonna keep all of these cards. So our sentinel right now is doing a great job. Wait, what? Did he reverted the turning? Okay, so we'll do the same thing. Not really sure what happened there. Yeah, and we'll put same thing. Just put him back. So we can trade his Han for our Emperor Royal Guard if he wants, which is fine. We still have our Incinerator Trooper with a shield. It was a 6/6 at this moment. So that's pretty good. I think the big Han Solo is probably the scariest card he could have at this moment. So, yeah, he's gone to 7. Yeah, so we'll hit him for 5. They got 2 resources left. So, Lurking Tie. See what he does. We could just hit him for 6, but then we would die to this, so we do have to take that out. Pass. We still have our other Darth Vader, which is good. And now we have more pressure on board. And Waylay. And Asteroid Sanctuary. These are both good cards here. We are at 25, though. So that's kind of scary. So if we go to 9, we could 2-drop plus Darth Vader if we need to. But I think we're just going to pass for this turn. So all of these cards could be good here. Let's see what they got. 3 cards in hand. Okay, isn't one of those. Where does that go? How do I play that? Let's discard. Return non-linear to its owner's hand. Then its owner may play it for free. I'm not really sure why I didn't get to play it. Oh, is it bugged? It's basically just a removal spell? That's kind of cheap. I didn't notice that that's how that was working. Put them there. And now we have lethal. So that was a pretty... They got very far ahead. We were able to come back. These don't seem to be working right, because it's not letting you play them. So this is basically a removal spell. Oh, and our opponent gives us the GG. But that was a great game. Now, our opponent didn't see any cunning, so that could have changed it. But we do have another Sentinel, another Vader, and Asteroid Sanctuary. Oh, our opponent just left, so we got the victory. And that shows the power of Tarkin. It's pretty good. All right, we got Cassian Yellow. Interesting. Cassian's one of my favorites. I hope he gets better. Like, in this set, I do think he is better. Whether he's going to be top tier, it's unlikely. But I'm definitely going to be messing around with him. For our hand here, this is keepable. So, for sure. We have good options for the ground. Waylay for some tempo. We're not going to be getting to Rook very soon, so we'll put him back. I think we're going to try... So Cassian could be either heavy space, so that's something we have to keep in mind. So I'm actually going to lead with the... I'm going to put back the TIE Fighter. I'm going to lead with the Incinerator Trooper and go from there and see what they do. I know there's a Cassian version that leads as all space units, so if that is the case, we may have to avoid it. Okay, so that's definitely not the case here. Although Greedo is annoying. Now, they could still have Falcon, so that is something to keep in mind here. I'm actually going to get rid of the Viper droid here. I am going to start by taking out the Greedo. It's a free kill. If they don't hit a unit, if they want to flip, then we keep it, which is great. And it's a unit, so... Is it a unit? Ooh, Cassian. Okay, so now that they did that, now we're going into the air. So they tapped out, so now we have decent choices to go. And we have Asteroid Sanctuary, which is going to be super good. So we're going to put back the... We're going to put back Yularen and keep Incinerator Trooper just in case. This card can get out of hand if they don't take it out, so... That's fair. So we'll give it an experience. Keep up Asteroid Sanctuary. Ooh, interesting. So I'm actually just going to straight up waylay that. And we're just going to put pressure on. This is why I think it's so good in Tarkin. Like, its weakness is being taken out by aerial units. So in Tarkin, we can just tempo, keep putting counters on it, and make it a real threat. Okay, we'll get rid of one of the troopers. Waylay is an option here, so I'm actually just gonna hit him for 5. See what they do. Okay, they play that again. They're down to 1 resource. We're gonna play another Lurking TIE Phantom. They can draw with Cassian. One second, the cat. Okay. So we could actually just take the initiative here. But I don't think I'm going to do that. That might have been the play. And I could have just took this out or tapped it down, put a shield. But I'm actually just going to do this. So we're going to hit their base. We're going to put another counter here, spread it out, give them 2 hard threats to deal with. We also got the incinerator now, so we have a pretty decent board. We have our leader out. Overwhelming barrage is going to be great here. We're going to keep the Royal Guard. Now, he has Saboteur, so it's not going to be as good against Cassian. But that's fine. We have 6 left. So, once again, hit him for 5. We're just going to put the pressure on at this point. That's fine there. So we'll play the Royal Guard. They can bring out their leader. Ooh. Okay. So I was going to save that for the leader, but we'll just tap that down now. Giving a shield is going to make it way harder for them to deal with, and we'll get to put a counter on it now. Make it 4 power. Okay, so they want to do that. So we'll do this. We could have also put a counter here, but... And we'll claim, and then we'll just start with Overwhelming Barrage. Taking out most of his board. Really? Okay, let's put back Waylay. So there's 30. So we are going to Overwhelming Barrage. So we got 6. So we can take out 3. Alright, Millennium Falcon, we'll do 4. And then we just got to do 1 to the other 2 units. And... man, that's such a good card. So the only thing I'm really worried about now is a Waylay. If they don't, they're going to take a good hit here. We don't have Sentinel, but... they had the Waylay. Okay, so we will just put an experience here. Oh, they had another Waylay? Okay, well, that was worst case scenario, that he had all those Waylays. Well, that is rough for us, actually. But that was a good turn. So, okay, we'll do this. Put one of those back. We're going to start with this, see what they got. Oh, they have Poe, Ketsu, Millennium Falcon, Millennium Falcon. Okay, their hand is crazy. So that's not great for us. So with the 2 Millennium Falcons, I don't know if we can lean into Lurking Phantom at this point. So we'll put a counter here. They can't play Poe, though, which is great for us. Wait, do they have Pillage? We'll claim. They did a really good job of turning the tide here. The game was looking super. We were so far ahead. If they never had double waylay, the game was probably over. If they have no waylays, the game was definitely over. But double definitely, yeah. It was not great for us. We will not resource. We are going to Asteroid Sanctuary. We're going to tap down. We'll put a shield. We'll put it on the Viper Droid. So right now we have 7 power. 8 with the Tarkin. So this turn, Poe is probably coming down. Ooh, gets rid of our shield. So I think at this point we're going to race. Oh, they're definitely playing Poe. Yeah, they still have 5 left after that. Oh, that's rough. Oh, K2. Put them there. Two damage to a base. We'll play Incinerator Trooper. Pass. All right, now we have our waylay. Okay, we got. This is a close game. It's a good game. So we do not need to resource. The Dark Trooper could be good here. Ooh. Okay, so now we don't have a surprise strike, so we're 1 short of lethal. Because they're both all 3 power, 4 power. Oh, man. Puts them 1 point short. Not putting the experience on the Viper Droid actually mattered a lot there. I was trying to spread it out, but I mean, they had K2 into Heroic Sacrifice, which was probably their only out there. Well, I guess they could have Surprise Strike too. But yeah. So that shows the game. It's good to show a loss here, because, you know, if it just show you winning all the time, the deck seems invincible. But it's definitely points where, like, the deck is powerful and you can misplay. I mean, this deck we're playing against is just basically red, yellow, which are basically the 2 best colors. Good stuff. So yeah. All right, we're here against Boba Fett green, and probably one of the best decks in the format again in set 2. But let's see how Tarkin does against it. So our hand here is perfectly fine. Yeah, I'm just going to keep this. So one thing to note is they have Energy Conversion Lab, so especially when we use our Lurking Phantom, that's something to keep an eye out for, because they'll be able to take it out with this. Once it's used, it's going to be much more open for us. So we are going to keep this hand. We're going to lean into the air with this one. So Incinerator Trooper and Yularen go back. We'll lead with TIE Fighter into 7th Fleet, keeping the Phase 3 to potentially soak up some damage. Okay, they had no turn 1 play, which is interesting. And there's the Phantom. I think it's just going to be Surprise Strike for now. Okay, so... So they can ambush in. That's what I'm worried about, is they ambush into this. So we will lead... I'm just going to lead with the 7 fleet. I think it's a safer play. Hit their base for 3. We'll pass. We're going to avoid this because I don't want them to ramp. One good way to make Boba less good is dodge the ramp. So we'll put him back. No good to me dead. We'll hit him for 3. They'll hit us for 2. We'll play the Phantom. We have enough to put an experience there. They're at 2. Experience. We'll pass. Ooh, 2 barrages. That's really good. So we'll get rid of 1 Dark Trooper, I think. They're bringing out Boba. They're at 5. It's going to give an experience here. One thing to note, that Overwhelming Barrage does not take out our board at the moment. Bringing this to 4 power means if they ambush in 7 fleet, they can't kill it. And they are barraging, so that is perfectly fine. Now we'll just play the Dark Trooper, soak up their big hit, and hit them back harder. So, hit him for 6. 3 more. Now they do still have ECL, so that is something I'm going to have to watch out for. Deploy Tarkin. Hit him for 2. We'll put another counter. I'm actually going to spread the damage here. They could ambush in Fett's Fire Spray. Ooh, that works too. 4 damage there. So we don't have our shield, so we'll put 4 damage on their base. That is perfectly fine to me. So we're just going to win by doing this, I do believe. Unless they know good to me dead. So we'll just kill their leader. Finish him off. All right, GG. That was a good game. All right, we're taking on Sabine Green, one of the top decks from set 1, and probably going to be another contender for set 2. Our hand here is not great, but it's actually not that bad either. We have our turn 1, a turn 2, or turn 2 here. So I'm actually going to keep this. And we're going to get rid of one of the waylays for sure. I'm not sure if we're going to need the Royal Guard, but this could be really handy. So I think it's just both waylays. Surprise Strike might be really useful here to take out one of their units. But we're just going to lead with our TIE Fighter. We'll give it an experience. They can take the initiative. Yeah, and we'll just pass here. Ooh, Colonel Yularen. It's actually a good one there. So we're gonna put the 7th Fleet Defender back, I think. Yularen might come in handy here for some healing. Ooh. So now we have a choice. This is just like set 1. So we can surprise strike and take it out, but that's basically our turn. So I think we're actually going to hit the base, and we're going to race a bit. They're going to hit us for 5. We're then going to go with... If we play the TIE Fighter, they're easily just going to take it out. So we're going to start playing to the ground here. Okay, deal damage. So we're going to give an experience to Yularen here. We're going to kind of switch away from the air, and we're going to focus on the ground a bit. So I'm actually going to get rid of the Lurking Phantom. One of the best cards in the deck, I know. But I think we're going to want the healing. I could have got rid of a Yularen here, but I do think... that I'm gonna want the healing. So we'll give him an experience. Okay. So he is an official. So Emperor's Royal Guard is going to have Sentinel, which is good for us here. I feel like this is going to be... Okay, that's not bad. The worst case scenario there would have been... Oh, that's not great. The Darksaber, for sure. That would not have been great for us. So, once again, we're just in a racing situation here. So, I'm actually going to... drop the Royal Guard. That little bit of healing is important. That kind of keeps us ahead here. We have a 30 health base. They have 25. Their deck has probably not very much healing. That's a fine trade for us, honestly. So we're going to take some damage here, but... Surprise Strike might be able to get him. So 5... Yeah, so we're just going to surprise strike there. We got to lower some of their damage output. Huh? Gotcha. Deploy. So we're at 20, 10. Put experience here. We can wipe the board next turn. Ooh, does that change anything? No. We basically have them on... So, lurking. So we do have the win here if they can't deal with Yularen. And we can clear most of the board. He'll have 7 power, which can get rid of both of these if he doesn't attack this turn. Okay. So, we'll do... Hit everybody. 4, 3, 3, 1. And that should be game here. Ooh, what do they got? Ooh, nice. And that's a GG. That was a good game. That shows the power of Tarkin. You can take the air, or you can go on the ground. Sabine, probably still going to be one of the best aggro decks in the format, so it's a good win there. Alright, so what did I find with the deck? What was good, what was bad, and what would I change? And for the most part, I don't know if I need to change anything, at least yet. We won most of the games with the only loss coming from a mistake by me, but a card I would think about changing out is the Viper Probe Droid, and I would replace it with the Snow Trooper Lieutenant. And I think that's it. Now, even though I never played Crosshair in any of the games, I do still think I'd keep it in the deck, as when you want his effect, it's good to have. That's pretty much it for me, for what I think of the deck. So give this deck a try and let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.